Our independence, which was agreed to happen on the 26th of June 1960. At that time, we became the 12th country in Africa to gain its sovereignty and independence on the 26th of June. In fact, we have the same independence date as Madagascar. In 1960, when Somaliland gained its independence from Britain, which is well documented, and you have a royal proclamation from Her Majesty the Queen, Elizabeth II, who is still here with us today. We waited for the independence of our neighbors, Ometan and Somalia, and the two independent sovereign nations entered into a voluntary union. It was not a question of one conquering the other, taking over the other. It was a voluntary union. A union that was based on love for our neighbors, with whom we share many good things, ethnicity, religion, sometimes culture, sometimes language. Because if you and I go to parts of Somalia tomorrow, we will both need interpreters. But the classical Somali that is spoken in Djibouti and here and in the Ethiopian region is also sometimes spoken there, but they have 7 or 8 different Union. There is the West African Union, there's the Southern, SADC. Union is good, collaboration is good, partnership is good, doing things together is good, fighting our common enemy, hunger, poverty, illiteracy is good. Marriages are good. Companies unite, join efforts, because they wish to have aspirations that this union will bring good things for both companies, both parties, both partners. But as we all know, some unions work and some don't. When the union works, it's good. But when it doesn't, it punishes both parties. And this is what happened in Somaliland. When our union failed, and we said, let's go back to the drawing board. Let's rediscuss this. Let's go back on our terms of agreement. Let us do a union that is beneficial for both parties, not only for Somalia, but also the people of Somaliland deserve to have a fair share of this union. It resulted in a civil war. It resulted in punitive measures. it resulted in filling the bodies of innocent victims. Somalia painted us all kinds of colors. Dissidents, secessionists, breaking up Africa, changing the map of Africa, when in fact it is Somaliland that is protecting the territory of former British Somaliland, territory whose borders were defined according to international treaties, Anglo-French treaties, Anglo-Italian treaties, Anglo-Ethiopian treaties. I cannot change it, you cannot change it, nobody can change it. Borders of Africa are sacrosanct. They should not be moved. They should not be moved on tribal grounds. If I were to follow my camels, by the way, that was a beautiful camel dance. If I were to follow our camels, I would be way into Ethiopia. But borders are to be respected. The administrative borders that define territory. They decide who administers what one side of the border. When dialogue failed, when aeroplanes were put in the air and bombed cities, Hargeisa was flattened. 95% of the city was leveled to the ground. And bodies of innocent victims are, every time it rains, new graves and new mass graves are being uncovered. But in 1991, when we liberated our country, we closed our border, and we said, let bygones be bygones. Let us rebuild our country. Let us rebuild it and run it according to how we wish it to be. And ladies and gentlemen, today Somaliland has a track record of 30 years. 30 years during which we have been extending a hand of support to neighboring Somalia. Support when they send bombs and killed us. We help them when they have floods, when they have hunger, when they have a need. We treat the sick. We educate the young. We welcome the refugees. That's what neighbors are for.